Today we're going to be playing with clay. So as you can see, I've got a bit of an apron on because clay can be a bit messy. And I've got my hair back because hair can get everywhere. And the other thing you might want to do is take your rings, if you've got any rings on, take your rings off because the clay will stick to everything. So we'll use terracotta. I'll show you the terracotta. I quite like to use just enough that you can fit in the palm of your hand. We're going to be making a little pot. It's called a pinch pot, and we're not going to be using any equipment, so you don't need any posh tools or anything. We're just going to be using our hands. So get the clay and just soften it and play with it a little bit in the palm of your hands, just to get to know it a little bit, warm it up. We're going to just push our thumb into the middle of it, a bit of a hole, and then just keeping it in the palm of your hand, you're just going to keep pressing and just making that hole bigger. It's all about good well-being, so it's all about what feels good to you, what comes natural to you. And it's just nice to do it slowly, gently, getting it all even. So I think this is one of the most relaxing things you can do ever. It's quite nice just to focus on the clay and look at the texture of it, see how it changes as you make it thinner. And it's like a little rhythm that you start feeling as you just move your hand with the clay. And as you can see, I'm not having to use any water. It's a really nice texture. But you don't really need water, you can just mould it. So it's really easy to use. And what's really nice is that you'll have your fingerprints all over this. So it'll be literally your marks, your fingerprints imprinted into this bit of work. So this is my relaxation, is making with clay. And there's my little bit of nail marks in there, but it's okay, it's quite a nice pattern really, where your thumbs made a bit of a print. It's a little bit higher up there, but it doesn't matter. And what you might want to do as well is just close your eyes and do it by touch as opposed to looking. So I'm thinking maybe that's enough. Just have a little look, have a little bit of a base, just to give it a bit of extra shape. So there we have a little pinch pot that you've made from one lump of clay, just using your fingers to pinch it out. So I'll show you some that I've made before. So it's similar to the one that we've made, same principle, pinch pot, but it does look a slightly different shape. But this is using the white clay, so this is still drying in the middle there. And then what else? And then this one is also half drying. So this one is really interesting. So after I made that one, I made another one using the terracotta. But what I ended up doing, rather than leaving it as a shape of the bowl, I ended up folding it in on itself. So this is like that, but only I folded the sides in and let them curve. These are like little figurines. People either think they're like fertility symbols, or it might have been about a goddess. You think it's easy to make a head, but it's quite hard to get the balance, so this one just about stands up. I made this using a balloon as a mould. So this is just using the white clay, and what I did was I blew up the balloon, and then I rolled the clay, and then I flattened the clay over the surface of the balloon. Then I slowly moulded the clay onto the surface of the balloon. A couple of days later, I popped the balloon and out popped this.